Toprandochis is a project which was set up to digitise the archives of the School of Scottish Studies, the National Trust collection in Canna, and some BBC Gaelic material. It will digitise around 12,000 hours, and also the second aim of the project is to make that available online. We digitise every tape to preserve them, because the tapes that we've used, the tapes that are in these collections, start from around the 1930s. And some of them are obviously getting into a state of, they're getting into poor condition, and you might not be able to play them in the future. So what we've done is we've created a digital archive to preserve the material. And then secondly, we will make as much of that as possible available online, so that people have access to these collections, that the wider world and the wider community has access to these collections. Within the collections there are different elements. There are song, there are folklore, there's way of life, there's the likes of proverbs, riddles, there's music, piping, fiddle, accordion, and other instruments as well. And we would hope to make as much of that available as possible to people. Well, my main responsibility is that I'm the manager in the office in Uist, in Lochboysdale. The office in Lochboysdale was set up to digitise half of that 12,000 hours, and we're at the stage where we've completed that digitisation process now. So my own responsibility was ensuring that the office in Lochboysdale would meet its targets and would complete all the work that was designated to it. The project has 3 offices. The main office is in Skye at Solmorostek, and the project director is at that office, and that's where the instructions really come for the project as a whole. But within that office also there's the copyright officers, and that's a major undertaking, that part of the project. And also there's a cataloguer based in Skye as well. And then the Uist office has the digitisers, the data editor, and we also have a cataloguer that comes in to do some work within the Uist office. And then there's a third office in Edinburgh, which has digitisers. The technical manager for the project is based there, and also a data editor there as well. And all the offices have administrative support as well within them. And then the catalogers are based in their own homes, and they are spread throughout the country, from Shetland down to Glasgow, Edinburgh, across to Aberdeen, the Western Isles, and in the Highlands. And we use technology as best we can to coordinate and to communicate within the project. And although we're spread all over the place, we feel that I think that we've got good communication between each area of the project. The Uist office, as I said, would have or has met its remit, and would have closed at the beginning of 2010. But in 2009 we undertook to find a way maybe to keep the office going. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is the employment. We've got digitisers here that have learned new skills and good skills, and have produced a good standard of work through that. And we've also equipped the office here with different machines that can do lots of things, really. And we felt that it would be sad to let that pass without making some attempt at keeping it going and keeping the work going in a place like Uist. So in 2009 we operated a pilot project, first with the BBC from Maida Vale in London, to see if we did work for them, would that be cost effective for them? And would it also generate the kind of income that we would need to, one, to keep the office going, but two, to input money back into Topper and Dúchais to enable Topper and Dúchais to keep going. So with the pilot project we did with them, we believe that we can do that. So we've tried to get some funding to help us get going in 2010. We have funding from Western Isles Council, and we have from Leader Inshigaul, and we have requests for funding with other bodies as well, and we should know in the next few days whether we're able to do that, and we're hopeful that we are able to do that. And we have, if we are able to do that, we already have 2 very good contracts to help us on our way with that. But we're hoping to tap into archives that are sound archives that are held within maybe libraries and different museums throughout the country. And we're working hard to make ourselves known and to maybe acquire work from these places.